Let my ink cloth inspire you completely. Follow the long flag that I'm holding, boys. What are we doing? Whoa!
We will die here together.
No, we won't die. We have the flag of Mother Russia.
You couldn't be more right.
An army under the banner of Russia cannot be defeated. Oh fuck that.
Oh! An old senator once said, "Our flag is more than just cloth and ink. It's a universally recognized symbol that stands for liberty, freedom, and hot men." The name is Private Samuel Johnson. This is my tale about when I was recruited into the glorious Russian army. I was only 9 when the stinky-smelling Austrians threatened our country and our attractive king, Nicky the First. But the military conscription cutoff age was 17. I lied because my lack of balls wasn't going to stop me from doing what needed to be done. One of my lieutenants, however, found out about my age. But instead of sending me home, he took the rifle out of my hand and gave me the ultimate honor of being a hot, attractive flag bearer. My first experience on the front line started out extremely patriotic, as the men and I ran ahead through the grassy plains to get as much ground on the Austrians as we could. I love Mother Russia. I tried to make sure I was spreading my spreadable inspiration in an inspiring way to all the Russians around me. It was working incredibly well. But I soon realized that being a flag bearer was a blessing and a curse. While you were definitely incredibly attractive to the men around you, you were also a target for the enemy. I have a flag, it's okay, we're alright, there's a flag here.
Hello.
Oh, we got 2 flags. Oh, never mind, just one.
Oh. That thing is dangerous. Ah! No, Johnson, no.
It was just too much attention from men, and I inevitably was wounded and passed out. Once I recovered from my injury, I made it back to the front as quickly as I could. But on my way, I found an abandoned Russian flag, so I cleaned it up and brought it back out to the front for more man inspiration. While I was passionately inspiring, fellow soldier Lord Icarus made a move that humiliated the silly Austrians.
The Austrians, we have the Austrian flag, boys. We have the Austrian
flag, boys. Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's go, let's go. Fuck those Austrians, boys. Fuck those Austrians.
Long live Mother Russia. Do we win? Is it capture the flag?
No, it's just like a big old party foul because they fucked up. They got their flag taken.
What idiots.
Beautiful. What idiots, I know.
Icarus and I couldn't believe the Asterns would let their colors fall into the hands of us Ruskies so easily. We told our fellow soldiers the news.
Are you guys seeing this? We've stolen the Austrian flag. Idiots.
You guys,
oh my god.
You guys see this?
Oh my god.
Look, we have their flag.
Oh my god. Fuck their flag.
Eventually, the inspiration was boiling over, and Icarus couldn't hold it in. He soon led a counterattack with our flags in the front.
Oh, they're charging. I'm gonna charge them with their flag. Fuck you.
Let's do it. Let's charge with our flags.
Hey, yo. Hoorah, gentlemen. You see this?
We just ran through them. Look at him. The power of the flags gave me immortality and amazingly kept me safe. You can't kill me, I'm holding the flag. After surviving the counterattack, I realized the ass turds left behind another flag, so I seized it for further humiliation. I attempted to regroup with Icarus, but something strange happened that I've never seen before. He disappeared while we were being attacked by a lone cavalry officer.
Oh, I gotta do some more. That's awkward. Carry on, soldier.
Ah! What? Luckily for me, Mr. Dot was there to help out. But after the officer was dead, Dot decided to take out his frustrations on the poor innocent horse. Whoa, take it easy. Whoa! Dr. Dot, or Mr. Dot.
I'm sorry, dude.
Jeez.
I didn't like his face, I'm sorry.
At least shoot him. Why'd you have to punch him up like that?
I had to get more points.
Points? What do you mean?
It takes more time for the horse to be dead when you're punching it, so you get more points than when you're using the...
I'm in the Russian army. I don't know what you mean by points.
Maybe you should get the dictionary, I guess.
What would it say?
Cavalry.
Those damn cavalry officers were a problem all day long. But after I recovered from my injuries, I charged back up to the front. The silly men around me didn't seem to realize how safe we were under the Russian flag that I was carrying. But I tried to reassure them that everything was fine. I'm back. How we doing?
Guys, my horse is dead.
Flag man.
I got a flag, it's okay. The power of the flag will save us.
It's coming in, I'm telling you now. It's coming in. Ooh, we've got one of
What's coming?
rockets. Look.
Rogers?
Move from here.
I have a flag, it's
Get to the
okay, we're safe.
fortification, Get to the fortification.
Rockets can't hurt you if there's a flag here, we're okay.
Thanks, flagman.
You got it. Unfortunately, the enemy kept exposing my one weakness, getting hit by high-velocity balls, and I took another one to the hip. After healing up a bit and getting ignored by an allied cavalryman. Hey, give me a lift on that horse. Hey!
I hate Austrians.
I attempted to inspire some Russian rocketeers, but it quickly dawned on me that the enemy cannons had us zeroed in. Whoa! They're firing at us, huh? Oh! Ah! Ah! We're okay? I'm out of here.
What happened?
Once I ran up ahead, the front was as bloody as ever, and the hot men were dying left and right, liberal and conservative. Oh no. But you can't be a coward holding that flag, so I stayed and fought. We're being overrun! I will never leave you, you hot men. Wow. Look at all you. Whoa! At one point, something deep and hard came out of me, and all I could do was push forward. I'm going in for Mother Russia! Follow me!
Don't follow him, don't follow him, don't follow him.
Once I was patched back up by the doctors, I decided I would make one last attempt at inspiration. Hey, Neil. How you be?
Hey. Good, good, good. What about you, man?
I'm really good. Let my flag inspire you all over.
Oh, I feel the inspiration, man. Ah,
Oh, yeah.
your
Wait.
hard, long flag, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, incoming.
Thank you, Neil.
You're always welcome.
We will die here together.
No, we won't die. We have the flag of Mother Russia.
You couldn't be more right.
An army under the banner of Russia cannot be defeated. Napoleon is the exception. He can defeat us. Oh fuck that.
Oh! It came down to Neil, myself, and a couple of stragglers to fight within the last moments of the battle, as we had fallen behind. It's just us, Neil. Oh, and
Man, I'm missing.
inspiring play, all because of me and my flag, led our boys to a heart-pounding victory, including this great shot by that hot man they call Neil. Nice shot,
God,
Neil.
Well, thank you. But our men are dying right and left.
Hey! For Mother Russia! Hurrah! I'm so proud of you, Neil.
Oh, thank you, man. Fuck you. I'm quitting you now. Give me your flag. Give me your flag.
By the grace of King Nick, we were able to secure victory. There would be no Wiener Schnitzels in Moscow today. Just hot, happy Russian men.
We have the flag of Mother Russia. An army under the banner of Russia cannot be defeated.